You'll recall that some time ago, a bunch of morons felt it necessary to have a straight pride parade in Boston. Now, look, I grew up in Massachusetts. I grew up around D-bags like this all the time, so I'm not in any way disturbed by them. I feel comfortable around them. Maybe at times I was one of them. Not quite like these guys, but in my own way.
Let's go to the straight pride parade.
And I certainly, look, I am in favor of people being able to do hijinks to prove their political point, even if their political point is one that one usually experiences as a 12-year-old boy, and then you grow out of it by, I don't know, late in your 12th year. Somewhere like around 12 and a half, you grow out of these things. Like these ideas like, hey, what about straight? Oh, yeah, okay, whatever. These guys obviously did not. They didn't handle this very well. It was really, in many ways, a disaster. Let's just listen to this question that was asked of these three stooges by Brian Riccio, who is, I think he's a local reporter. And it turns out to be a fairly salient question.
The United States.
So that's what we know so far. It's our first parade, so who knows? If it was just me and Mark, we said we're going to march. It doesn't matter. We have a point to make, and we think it's okay to be straight. That's all, and there's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make you a hater. And if people are saying that, it's just bizarre. What the heck's wrong with being straight? We think it's great to be straight. We say don't hate the straight.
We have to say that the taxpayers are upset that city resources are going to be wasted because you three guys can't get laid.
How funny is that?
What kind of question is
What
that?
are you, an idiot? You are an idiot.
You've had your question.
You're an
already.
idiot.
Hey, you said I had a heckler's right, didn't
Go back
I?
to Philadelphia, your girlfriend. What's her name again in Philadelphia? Your girlfriend's, what's her name?
What?
Please, Rob, stop interrupting, please.
Shithead.
I'm sorry, what, sir? What?
Okay, no more questions for this guy. He's not a serious reporter.
Actually, it turns
He's
out...
not asking
right.
serious questions.
He's
of
not
the straight
asking serious
pride.
questions of the straight pride with the guy here in Santa Claus outfit holding the iPhone, who is revealing the fact that they had done some research and spied on the guy and found out that his girlfriend was in Philadelphia, I think. Nevertheless, the question actually was a very legit question because now we know how much that cost. Boston police had to pay, or it cost taxpayers over $30,000 to deal with those, 100 people, not even, who showed up for that dumb parade. I just, ridiculous. Oh, wait a second. What's this?
Oh, wow. What's this total?
This is more.
Overtime.
Holy smokes.
Oh,
Yeah, that wasn't the total.
whoa.
That was just for the barriers.
I'm sorry. That was the barriers. It turns out you got to pay for the barrier truck and the event activity. The overtime cost was $611,000. So the entire straight pride parade cost the city of Boston $640,000.
You know, the sad part is there are probably cops who would have showed up for free to that.
Right, it's probably true. That's probably true. But the amazing thing is like, you know, like of all the complaining they do about like the special rights that gay people have in our society, the special secret rights that they have.
How their speech is suppressed.
Yeah. There you go.
Speech is
$640,000 for that complete waste of time.
Do we know how many people showed up to this thing?
I think it was like literally like 100.
So that's about $60,000 per person?
Yeah.
Or
I'm
6,000?
quite convinced if you had given everybody $600, they would have stayed home. You could have saved the city like $700,000.
Man,
I'm sure there's no better use of the money for that.
it's good time to be in the barrier delivery business, I think.
I was going to say, maybe this whole thing is just a giant false flag for stimulative spending. I've all of a sudden gotten super sympathetic to this. Whole bunch of guys got overtime, good economic activity.
What kind of guys?
I'll tell you what I would do.
Hey,
I'll tell you what I
hey.
would do if I owned a barrier, the barrier company.
I would make my
I'd be doing a
employees
lot of protest.
Right-wing.
I'd be like, yeah, you know what, guys? It's time to put on the Magic the Gathering suits again and some straight Pride Parade flags, and let's go out and do some business.
Right wingers are just subsidized by barrier companies.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
that's
should
the real
investigate the
conspiracy.
ties between these organizers and the barrier companies.
All
There
right,
might be
folks,
something there.
here's what we're going to do.